Hello everyone, I'm Alan Gwynn, and welcome to It's Your Business. We're happy to be with you today to discuss items that we believe can help your business prosper if you own or manage a business, and items that we believe can help you be a better educated consumer whenever you deal with businesses. Let me start first by saying that if you have questions or comments about our show, please email me at agwynn@thegwynnconsultancygroup.com or give me a call at 800-335-9269. I'll be happy to send along the information that we share or answer questions or discuss challenges that you face. Today, we're discussing the role of training and its importance to business. One of the most important and maligned areas in any business is often the training area. I've seen that happen over and over with clients. Training's important because it's something that every business owner or manager knows is critical to the operation and success of the business. And it's one of those things that we as owners seem to always pay lip service to, but it's often not one of those things to which, we're truly committed. As a consultant, I often think it's maligned because as owners, we don't see it as a profit center. So we classify it as simply a cost that we have to incur or a necessary evil of the business, so to speak. For some small businesses, unfortunately, the only commitment to training is in the training they offer to employees when they're first hired. New hire training can take many different roles, and we believe that initial training should be a more formal process, and that the employee must learn in an organized and step-by-step method. So you're probably going to ask, what's a good new hire employee training model? Well, let's think for a few moments about a good model for new hires. It should introduce an employee to the training and learning process while giving that employee needed support and encouragement in a new job. What are the steps we would endorse? The employee should be introduced to the material and have explained what is expected to be learned. The role should be modeled. The employee should have the opportunity to practice what's being taught. The employee should demonstrate and perform the task and be offered feedback by the trainer. And finally, the employee should perform the task on his or her own. Training, however, doesn't stop at new hire training. Training represents to you an ongoing learning opportunity because it represents one of the most significant assets of a business, that of the human capital of the business. Many employers might argue that they make a true commitment to ongoing training, but the reality of the situation is that when it's time to cut the budget, one of the first areas to be cut always seems to be the training budget. When upper management wants to see the return that's gained on investment in each key area of the business, the training group always seems to be scrambling to justify how they measure their return on investment from training events or ongoing training opportunities. So what I'd like to do today is share what I see as the importance and some of the benefits gained from an ongoing and committed training program, and then offer a simple plan for small businesses to address and refine their training needs. Let's talk about the importance of training. Training accomplishes multiple objectives in business at one time. Your commitment as an employer to training communicates to the employee that you are committed to his or her personal and professional growth and development. If you're a business owner, you know how critical it is that you employ and keep good employees. If employees feel that you're not interested in expanding what they know or helping them learn new skills and put those skills to good use, you stand an excellent chance of having to hire new employees. So here is a true opportunity to build employee loyalty by training your current employees as opposed to having to replace them because of your inaction or lack of commitment. Business owners often complain to me about costs that are incurred in training. They view that training as a cost instead of an investment. They don't want to incur costs associated with what we would classify as a good or excellent training program. And it's true. There is a cost that's involved with this. But it's also true that there are large numbers of paybacks related to the cost incurred. Although the training of current employees may pull them off mission or away from current responsibilities, it's a rare employer who can honestly say that when an employee has been involved in a training project, that employee doesn't return to the job more focused, more motivated, and more interested in the job when they do return. A change of work environment is always good for an employee. Getting the opportunity to learn new skills and apply them upon return is a great motivator for employees. In my experience, I've recognized that many, if not most employees, have shortfalls in their personal skills. Over the years they've been working, they may have missed training in a specific area, or they may have felt they simply didn't need training in an area, so their interpersonal skills may need to be addressed. If you're in this situation and you're watching this show, please don't think you're alone. Some of the specific job functions that you are responsible for may require a bit of polish. Or simply learning more about peer interaction may help all the other employees that you work with when challenges arise in the management process. Think about this. The training of only one employee in any organization may help the entire team because of ideas that are shared between the employees. There's also the positive aspect of cross-training that naturally occurs between the employees within the organization. As a business owner or manager, if several staff members become ill or miss work at the same time, it's important that you have the ability to rely upon several cross-trained employees to help pick up the slack that occurs no matter of what type of business you're in. And if you're an employee in a business, here's a great phrase for you as an employee to remember. Your indispensability as an employee assures you of an ongoing and on-growing job. If you're the employee, it only makes good sense for you to know as much about the business you're working with as possible, because the more you know, the more valuable you are and the more important you become. When I work with individual clients, I share with them that it's critical to their career to make themselves as close to indispensable as possible. Remember that. Your indispensability assures you of an ongoing and on-growing job. Employees help create the future vision of any company. And it goes without saying that training makes an employee more self-confident about the job or jobs that they're assigned to do. Human nature makes us less cautious when we know and understand the role we're expected to fulfill. Training helps an employee feel as though they're on the cutting edge of the job they were hired to do. The employees that you have working for you, Mr. Employer, are the lifeblood of your business. They produce, refine, and deliver your products and services daily. Based on what we shared, it seems to be in your best interest to help them promote themselves, and a significant training program can help them feel that way. Well, I promised at the start that I'd offer a simple program to address and refine your training needs. We've shared some of the reasons why training is important. Now it's time for the employer to make his or her commitment. Your business probably doesn't have an employee committed only to the training function. And while it might be nice to have, many organizations just don't have that committed employee whose only responsibility is training. The best commitment that an employer can make is the commitment to make his or her business a learning-based organization. You already understand the critical importance of ongoing training of your employees. That ongoing understanding can now help propel your organization into higher revenues, higher profits, and sustained growth and development. What I've seen happen is that with additional training and learning comes enhanced employee commitment to innovation and professional growth. And with that commitment, we find that higher revenues generally follow. Can you, as an employer, achieve higher revenues by training one employee out of perhaps dozens? Perhaps. But our suggestion is to make your entire organization a learning organization, and not simply with one employee. Sit down, assess the specific needs in your organization twice a year, and commit to address those needs. Brainstorm who needs training, in what areas, and how that training will benefit your business and the dollar benefit to you as the employer. If you do this, I promise you'll never look at the benefit of training as an expense item again. If you build your training program through a needs-based analysis, employees will be trained in those areas in which they need training, thereby helping your business to prosper. Institute that formal training program for new hires. Put it into place. And to assure that all employees will be treated correctly and that all employees understand the rules and regulations of your business, implement a policy and procedures manual that will be applicable to all employees, regardless of the role within your business. Be sure that it includes the guidelines for the training component. If you have questions or comments, please email me, agwynn@thegwynnconsultancygroup.com, or give me a call at 800-335-9269. I'll be happy to send you the information that we share on these shows. I'm Alan Gwynn, and we'll see you next time on It's Your Business.